Hi there, we're back. Today we're going to create your own workspace for this course. It's really important that you create the same workspace that I'm going to create so that during the course you will know where I'm clicking. You will know how to access the workspace that I'm using. Also, if you accidentally change the workspace, you will be able to go back to the same workspace that I'm going to use in this course. In the last class, we talked about workspace and I showed you the toolbar, the property bars, other panels, the status bar, the control bar. And now I'm going to create our own workspace. You know that if you want to access different types of workspace, you have to go to Window, Workspace, and choose one of the presets established in Adobe Illustrator, or you can create your own. So I want you to click in Essentials. If it's not selected Essential, you have to select it. And then go to Window, Workspace, and click in Reset Essentials. If you click on Reset, it will go back to normal and you will see exactly what I'm seeing right now. Now, what I want you to do is to include the control bar in this workspace. So you have to go to Window and select the option Control. And now you're able to see the control bar in this workspace. There's one more thing I want you to do. I want you to change the toolbar. Why? Because I want you to have all the options available in Adobe Illustrator. Don't worry, don't be scared. We're going to see each one of them very slowly, and I'll teach you the advantages and the disadvantages of each one. So for now, I want you to click in Window, choose Toolbars, and choose Advanced. It changed. Maybe you're seeing the advanced toolbar like this, with all the options here. I can't see all the options because of the side of my screen. Depending on your screen, you can see all the options available. I want you to click on top and make sure you have two tools selected exactly like I do. Why? Because this is the screen that I'm going to use. And I advise you to have the same screen so you can see exactly what I'm seeing. Below we have the status bar. We talked about it in the last class. Don't worry, we're not going to change it. On the properties here, you should have properties, layers, and libraries. These panels. During the course, we're going to see other panels as well, and we'll activate them when we need it. So, now that we have defined the workspace that we want, I want to save it. So I'm going to go to Window, Workspace, and New Workspace. You can put whatever you want. I already created one. Put, for example, your name and the name of the course. For example, I've created one called David's workspace. Okay, so I'm not going to use this one. This one is the same that you're seeing. If you didn't like the name that you have selected, you can also go to Window, Workspace, and go to Manage Workspace. And you can change the name, the one you created. Or you can even delete it. This one is the same, okay? So don't worry. I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to leave it, my workspace here, that we're going to use during the course. I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to go to Window, Workspace, and choose my workspace. Why is this so important? Because if by any chance you change the workspace, for example, you move the toolbar, or you remove the control bar, or you change the layer panel, or if you get lost during the course. If that happens, you have to go to Window, Workspace, choose your workspace, and then click in the option Reset David's Workspace. It will go back exactly to the way I taught you. This is the same workspace that we have created. That's cool, right? There's one more thing I'm going to do in this screen. I'm going to enlarge all the options. I'm going to change the user interface of Adobe Illustrator. I'm going to do that so that you can read better the information in the screen, so that you can see the tools better, so that you can see the options that I'm going to select during the course. To change the user interface, you have to go to Edit and Preference. If you are on a Windows, if you're on a Mac, you have to go to Adobe Illustrator. It's a different option in the menu. We don't have it on the Windows operating system. And then you're going to choose Preference. In the Preference option, you have to search for User Interface. Click on it. I'm going to change the user interface from small to large. Check the preview. The icons are larger, the toolbar is larger. I'm going to change it again. It's small, and now it's large. Depending on your screen, you're able to have multiple options for user interface scaling. In my case, I only have two, small and large. I would like you to pay attention for the text below. It says, changes will take effect the next time you start Illustrator. This means that I have to close Illustrator and open it again. So I'm going to click OK. The same message appears for me. You have modified user interface settings. Changes will take effect if you restart Illustrator. Do you want to restart the application now? So I'm going to click OK and wait just a second, and we'll come back to Illustrator with a user interface with larger settings. So I'm going to click OK. OK, we're back. So can you see the difference? The toolbar is larger. The text in the menu are larger. The control bar is larger. The text in the property panel is larger as well. So during the rest of the course, we're going to use this workspace with a larger user interface. You don't have to change the user interface. I did because I want you to read it better, the information. When I'm not teaching, I'd rather go with a smaller interface, okay? So that being said, I'm going to establish some other things that we're going to need during the course. If you look at the mouse, it has a yellow circle surrounded. This effect helps you to know where the mouse is. Also, if I use my left mouse button and click it, look at it. It has a green circle. It indicates that I'm using the left mouse button. So if I click in an object, you will know that I'm clicking with the left mouse button of my mouse. If I use the right button of the mouse, it has a red circle surrounding the mouse. I use these effects to help you so that you know what I'm doing in the screen. Also, there are lots of shortcuts in Adobe Illustrator. So now and then when I'm using a shortcut, I'm going to warn you of the shortcut, and I'm going to also show on the screen what shortcut you're supposed to use. For example, if I say press V for the selection tool, it will appear on the screen the name of the tool and the letter you're supposed to press. Just to help you more, okay? By the way, the selection tool is this black arrow here. This one is another one. It's a direct selection tool, the white arrow. So that's it. We finished configuring our workspace. I hope you enjoyed this class. I'll see you next time.